Hi guys!
Welcome to the College Podcast, powered by Coursicle. I am Siveen McCarthy.
I'm Khaja Monet.
We're recent grads. I went to Arizona State University.
I just graduated from Tulane.
We're here today to talk about
everything college. Everything that you guys need to know, raw, unfiltered.
Yes.
And be your big sisters for your transition in, or even if you are currently in college.
The first podcast today will be about the transition from high school to college.
Siveen and I have lived completely different lives.
Yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I grew up here and my family's from Trinidad, so I grew up in both places. I knew that I wanted to leave the city for college. It was like a goal of mine to get out. But I knew I was a city girl, so I wanted to go to another city. I looked at New Orleans and I loved all the culture that it had. And so I applied to Tulane. Early decision. I did not apply to any other schools. You applied to
24.
24. I applied to 3 schools. Tulane, Miami, and Northeastern because they didn't make me do anything else. For the application, I just had to submit my Common App essay. I moved to the South for school, and I had never been in Louisiana a day in my life.
Oh, and you just stepped on campus your first day?
Oh, well, okay.
Wow.
So after I got in, I went to this thing that they do called, what is it called? Destination Tulane, where they invite us to come see the campus and stuff. But I had already committed, deposit paid, everything done.
My friend was telling me this weekend that she paid her first tuition at Clemson, and then she had only visited on game days, and then she went on a random Monday, and she was like, I can't go here.
Really?
And so then she committed to ASU.
Really?
Yeah.
They gave her deposit back?
Nope.
Oh.
She lost out the deposit the first
That's crazy. I mean, you were a COVID kid too, right?
It was the first year out of COVID.
It was the first year out of COVID, but people at my school weren't doing college tours. Some people were, they were doing the masked ones, but most of them were virtual.
My situation was weird. We did a road trip around the US. My dad had an RV, and we just went around all of the US. He got us scooters, electric scooters, so we'd just scooter around each campus, and we'd hit 2 to 3 a day.
Wait, that's really cute. So where are you from?
So I'm from Chicago.
I feel I don't know, you don't give Chicago. She gives me somewhere in the suburbs of California.
I don't seem like a city girl?
No.
Oh.
But you could adapt.
Adapt?
Well, she's in a city now. We're
I grew up in Chicago.
In the city?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you grew up in the suburbs outside of the city.
I grew up in the city, but then I went to high school in the suburbs, but then I went back to the city.
So what made you move all the way to Arizona?
I liked their campus a lot, but then I went and visited my cousin, and obviously it was fun.
Your cousin went to Arizona?
Arizona State, yeah. I ended up doing business entrepreneurship, and I liked that school had that program because a lot of schools don't.
I had no idea what I wanted to do when I finished high school. I think it's so dumb to make kids pick what they're going to do for the rest of their lives when they're 8.
I know. But you can always switch majors.
You can always switch. And what happened was I went into Tulane, double majored, business marketing and psychology. But the B school was killing me. My first semester as a freshman. So
B school means business school.
Business school. Apparently everyone doesn't know that. The B school was kicking my ass. So I dropped out of it, but then I realized that marketing was what I wanted to do. But it was too late. I talked to my academic advisor. She said I would have to graduate in 2027. I was not trying to do that. So I just stuck it out with psychology, and I was I'll find my own way into marketing, which I did.
She's here now.
I know.
Working for Coursicle.
Amen. If I was 18 again, I would go into college undecided.
I did not want to do marketing. That was the last thing I wanted to do.
Really? Transition from high school to college. What was that like for you?
Okay. I have always been the type to be anxiety, I just think that's in someone's head. Depression, that's just... You're just sad. I never really believed in it until I went to college. I was super close with my mom, and then I moved into the dorm, and I just I couldn't sleep. I had so much anxiety. I couldn't even hang out with people. I was about to drop out of college.
Really?
Yeah.
You're actually a very social person.
Yeah.
What do you feel was stopping you from going out and meeting people?
I don't know why I was getting this anxiety, and I never had it before.
Yeah.
And I was what is this? Why is this happening? I didn't get into a sorority. I was dropped by everyone. So I think it was just an interesting beginning. But
do they do it first semester?
First and second.
Okay.
But first is the big rush.
Okay. They only do it second semester at Tulane purposely so that people are forced to socialize and live their lives,
That's good. That's how it should be. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I think moving so far and just a total change to everything I know. I didn't know anybody there. I knew my friends in high school, but I wasn't super close to her, so.
Had your cousin already graduated at that point?
No, but I wasn't super close with my cousin either.
Okay.
But now I believe in anxiety.
Yeah.
But I still don't know the reason for it.
I always knew that I had anxiety. Like, I had really bad anxiety in high school. Growing up, I was just so used to, like, moving all the time. Like, I lived so many different places, and so I was just like, this is going to be easy for me. The mistake that I made, do not make this mistake. So, first day that I got into Tulane, I went on TikTok, I'm scrolling, I found this girl. And she like posted like, oh my God, I got into Tulane. It was so important for me at the time to have a Black roommate because I was just like, I'm going to like a white school. Like, I just want to like room with somebody like who I can relate to. And I comment on her TikTok. She was like, oh girl, let's follow each other on Instagram. We DM back and forth. We become roommates like instantly.
Okay.
Also, Tulane's one of the first schools to release their,
Early decision.
Early decision.
Okay. Oh, do you want to explain that for somebody for people that don't know?
Early decision. So there's early decision and early application. Wait, no. There's early decision,
and early action. Yeah.
So early decision is a way you can apply to schools that you can find out early. And some people like find it like to be an advantage because like you're in an early batch of students, they aren't looking at as many applications, and you're also like expressing interest. And a lot of schools, like once you get an early decision, like it's restricted. Like you cannot get out of your contract unless like you have like a circumstance where you can't afford it or something like that. And then there's early action where you can still apply early, but you're not binded by your decision to go there once you get in. Anyway, so I did Tulane early decision and got an early decision. So me and this girl decided to room, and I was like, I'm so shy, but this girl seems super outgoing, so I'm just gonna let her do all that.
You were shy?
Yes, I was shy.
You used to be shy?
Well, I still am shy. Believe it or not. I still am really shy in like completely new environments.
I think that's everyone.
You know? But like there are some people who like are just like able to like jump in and talk and like make friends. And so I really relied on this girl, and she was the type of person, she left our front door open. That was a thing. Like you leave your front door open and just let people like come through and filter in. It was like networking for friends. It was weird. We had formed this whole friend group based around her, which was not a good idea, y'all. And
why was it based around her?
Because I didn't know how to make my own friends. Like, I didn't want to go anywhere or do anything. And so, like, she would just bring the friends to me. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Like, great. We have a friend group now. And I think that, like, that was a disadvantage to myself to, like, not go out and, like, go to the things they were offering. You know, like, go, you know what I mean? Go to the events that they were. I didn't go to anything, really, except for, like, the mandatory things. Because I was like, you know what? My roommate, like, she found these people and, like, I love them. They seem cool. But, like, I didn't really find, like, my people. I kind of found her people, and it backfired on me. If I had to give any advice, like, I would just say, really stand on your own 2 feet. Like, go out there. Go to things that relate to you. If you, like, I don't know, freaking know, pickleball, and they're doing, like, a pickle. Like, that's how you're going to find people that align with what you like to do.
I think, did you guys have, like, welcome week events?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I think even if you don't like it, go to it.
Yeah. I didn't go to a single one. One.
Okay, I had a bad experience with my roommate.
Really?
Yeah, so
wait, was this the crazy one?
No, different one.
Oh my God.
I've had a lot of crazy roommates. We could do a podcast on that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a roommate
But
podcast.
This one I found, she just DM'd me through the housing app. Like ASU, you have to directly like go in and save a room.
Okay.
And Hacienda is like the business party dorm.
Okay.
It's dorms are by major. So I was business. Hossie was the good dorm. So I just grabbed a room. And I was going to look for a roommate, but then this girl hopped in my room and she's like, hey, I'm your roommate. And I was like, okay, we FaceTimed. Like, she seemed cool.
So you were assigned her?
No, she like hopped in my room because you have to like go and put yourself in a room on this like platform.
Okay, just curious. I didn't do it either because I was too scared to like post on those like Instagram things.
I think I did. I think I was like still talking to girls, but like I was like, okay, well, this seems easy. We FaceTime. Oh God. She knew these guys, and then I became friends with them, and then I started hooking up with one, and then she got, I think, mad at that, and then she was like,
it's always the guys with the
God,
roommates.
it is.
It's always the guys with the roommates. You got to be careful. And this is all like what, in the first couple months of college?
Yeah. And then she like slept with a knife.
She slept with a knife?
Yeah, she was just really, really strange. We ended up like switching with the suite mate, and
oh wait, you switched. So she wasn't your roommate all the freshman year?
Yeah, no. Okay, well basically when you get to college, go to every single welcome event because I didn't know like anyone, and there was tie-dye making, and I went and I just went up to this group of girls that seemed cute, and I was like, are you guys rushing? Because, like, that was something I was interested in. And I was like, okay, I could just bring that up and that's normal. And I think that's not the first thing I asked. I think I said, are you guys going out tonight? I said, are you guys going out tonight? And they were like, have you heard of Devils? And I was like, no. And they're like, it's this bar that everyone goes to as a freshman. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, and they ended up being my next door neighbors in the dorm. And I like lived in their 2 rooms and it was great.
And those are your college friends still today?
Yeah, I actually lived with them this past year. I ended up getting into the same sorority with one of them.
I was never a huge partier in high school. Never a huge partier.
I was.
I went out a lot my senior year, but I then went to Tulane, which is like the #1 party school in America. And
I don't believe that, but okay.
I know. I honestly don't believe it either. I think it's just because we have Mardi Gras.
Yeah, and Bourbon Street.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like we're in a party city.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that like it's so easy to just like dive right in. I remember like me and my roommates were always talking about like it's obvious the people like who never went out and the people who like religiously
yeah,
went
like
out,
the people that just go crazy,
you know. And like the thing is, while I didn't go out, I did not go like crazy. I think the craziest stories I ever heard of people going out were like first semester freshman year, you know.
No,
what
it's
I mean?
so true. Yeah,
It's really hard not to like.
Yeah.
You're away from your parents. Like there's literally no one telling you when you can and can't do things. You want to go out on a Tuesday? Like we were out there on a Tuesday sometimes. Like when you go to college, that transition, trying to use your school's resources and like really take advantage of the place that you're at is like really hard to like stay focused on in those like beginning days.
I feel like you don't realize that until like later, like junior year, senior year, and that's fine. I mean, if you want to do your thing, you want to do your thing. Like I only stayed in Sunday nights.
Yeah.
And I still got a 4.0.
Yeah.
But you really have to know how to balance it though, because I had friends like failing out of like the business school.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people who failed, who transferred because of like their own doing.
Well, you just got to go to class. People would miss class.
Yeah. Go to class, don't sign up for 8 a.m.s. You're like everyone says that, but like don't do
10:30 at the earliest.
Yeah. I would do a couple 9 a.m.s. I had no choice. I had no choice.
Okay.
Like I had no choice. I needed the classes to graduate.
No.
But if you can find those 9 a.m.s that are online, that'll like I would just like roll over in bed and like log in. I didn't hate communal bathrooms as much as I thought I would.
Oh, I had like a private like
really
we shared with our next door neighbor, so
that's so nice. I was like the furthest down the hall and our communal bathroom was like all the way at the end of the hall, so like I was always scurrying my ass like because I don't know when to pee when I have to pee. That's like, oh my god, everyone knows this about me. I don't know, like my body doesn't tell me when I have to pee.
What do you mean?
Like, my body doesn't tell me when I have to pee naturally, only like when I severely have to.
What the heck? So when you're at a bar, you just piss on the floor?
Well, no, I don't piss on the floor, but I'm usually always like hauling ass to the bathroom. Okay. Like my roommates would see me like running through the house and they're like, oh, she has to pee. Because like, I don't get those.
Have you
like,
gone to the doctor?
No, there's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, wow.
I just like whatever nerve or like sense it doesn't exist in me.
All the food you eat, oh my gosh, I gained so much weight. The freshman 15 is real.
It's real. It was like the freshman 30 for me. Like,
I was Chub Siveen.
I was only going to the pasta station because I hated everything else in there.
I would eat pizza every day.
The pizza and pasta station, and then I would just like some days I would eat some fruit. Is your dining hall not good?
Yours is like incredible.
Wait, how do you know?
Because I visited and we went there. Oh my goodness.
The Commons? Wait, when did you visit Tulane?
I visited my freshman year, spring break. Your dining hall is unreal.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Okay, I don't know what she's talking about. The only thing she liked pasta. They had everything. Okay, at like this dining hall.
Okay. There were good days and bad days. One thing I appreciated about high school was that like it was very much like church and state. Like I could go to school and my school life was my school life, and then I got on the train because I live in New York and I came home and I could have that space. Especially living on campus like my first year, it just felt like school and home were the same, and that was really hard for me because I'm the kind of person that likes to like compartmentalize, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there like that. And when those things were like combined, like I literally felt like I was going crazy. It was great when things at school were great, but like sometimes things at school weren't great, and I just wanted to like have a space that was separate from that. But no, I have to go home and like my roommate's there and like there's nowhere to like yourself.
My roommate, the second one, she like lived at her boyfriend's, so I had basically my own room.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine,
yeah. It's not even just in the room. It's like you're just always around people. I was just so overwhelmed by always having to like be on and always have to talk to people. I'm walking through campus, I have to wave at people. I missed high school where like I was on during the day, had a great time at school, and then I got my ass home and I could be in my own space, take a walk around my block.
Oh, I hated high school though.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have the easiest time in high school either. Yeah. I really didn't have the easiest time in high school.
So, in terms of making friends, I remember everybody being like, I can't just go up and introduce myself, like that's weird. And everybody is thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Like I even say this about like people awkward walking around campus. You know when you're like, oh, I don't want to walk alone somewhere when you were like freshmen? Mm-hmm. But everybody is thinking that when they're walking.
Yeah. Oh my God, walking through campus was like...
I know, but I don't know why. Now you think back and you're like, that's so stupid.
It is so stupid. You know what the crazy thing is? I didn't care at first. When I started to know people, that's when I started to get nervous walking through campus.
Okay. Everybody's so concerned about themselves and thinking the same exact
Nobody's
thing.
Thinking about you.
No.
Nobody. And that's like a life rule. No one's thinking about you as much as they're thinking about themselves. And even if they're thinking about you, it's a projection of what they're thinking about themselves. Like for example, I was in the gym yesterday and this girl was like pulling the handlebar down weird. And I felt bad for thinking that because I was like, that's just me projecting that like I'm scared that like people are looking at me being like, she's doing that weird. Like I like had to self-reflect in that moment. Like, why do I care that she's pulling the handlebar? I don't care that she's pulling the handlebar down weird.
Yeah.
When I'm doing things like that, are people noticing me?
The gym is such a weird like topic because I think a lot of people are insecure about going like alone and like if they're doing the right thing with the equipment.
Yeah.
Totally get that.
That is a thing for me, and that's honestly kind of what it feels like in college. Like the same concept. It's like you think like, oh, people are gonna notice that you're being weird or doing something weird or doing something wrong, but no, they're kind of just worried about themselves.
If they are too, like you don't want to be associated with them anyway.
True. Like
if somebody's thinking, oh, why are they walking alone? That's just bizarre of them to even think. And if someone's in the gym being like, oh, they're not doing it right, well, you obviously should work here.
Literally. You should become a trainer if you care so much.
If you're concerned about someone else, then you're obviously not getting your gains in.
Judgmental people are just scared that people are going to judge them.
Get that on a t-shirt.
It's so true.
I think we could expand on the judging thing. Like, people are so insecure when they're young.
People are so I mean, I'm still insecure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 22. College made me so confident, I think.
Really?
Like, it made me super sure of who I am. Like, everyone's at different stages with this, and, like, don't beat yourself up if you're not. And, like, I am not a fully secure person. But I would say that, like, it gave me a really good sense of, like, what I can handle and, like, what I can withstand as a person. Use college as an opportunity to fuck up and make mistakes because you will come out of it so much more confident. And if you don't like let your insecurities define your experience, I feel like you'll get more out of it. I made a fool of myself really bad sometimes. Really, really bad.
And ASU whipped me into shape, to be honest, because the ASU effect is real. You guys should have seen. I was a hot Cheeto girl. What's the ASU effect?
You were a hot... I need to see that.
I had like balayage. I wore like black eyeshadow.
Let me see right now.
Massive eyelashes.
Please.
Flare pants with some frivolles on the side. It would be like camo and red. Like it was the craziest thing ever. I wore like a red puffer coat with like weird colors underneath. I don't know. But the thing is, I was just trying to find myself. Even though I was weird, like my personality, I think, shined through. My personality came through all my weird clothing and makeup.
It couldn't have been photographed.
No, definitely not on the Instagram anymore.
Okay. I just can't emphasize enough, like, how college is a space to grow.
But you don't realize when you're in it.
You don't realize when you're in it. Like, I have changed so much from the person that I was freshman year. Let's talk about coping methods when you're really going through it, like, those first couple weeks of college. I will admit that I was one of those annoying people who would sit in my room on the phone with people from home. I know we hate those people. I was that person for the first couple weeks because I didn't know what else to do. But that's not a good coping method. Like, you're in a new place now. You have to adjust to your new life. You literally can't just, like, sit there and, like, be stuck in your old life because everybody from your old life is also, like, moving on.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it would be good, honestly, to get, like, a therapist.
Yeah.
I think it would be great to have a therapist for that transition because it's so intense and, like, talking about your emotions or talking about how you feel will probably relieve that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of schools have free therapists.
Yeah.
At least ASU did. Did yours?
We have free therapists, but they're not great.
They're not great.
They're not
it's
great.
even like they'll listen.
Yeah, but it's someone to talk to for sure. I think that you really should go to your school and like find out about their like resources. Like, not even just for that first week of college, like so you know where they are when shit like really starts to hit the fan.
True.
Find out how many free sessions you get. I think at my school it was like 5 or 6, which is like ridiculous. Like,
we need unlimited. That's crazy.
Really?
All through college, yeah.
Yeah, no, we only had a certain amount of sessions.
After I went home for fall break, which is in like October, or no, it's in November, I was fine after that. It's almost like I needed like a refresh at home. Yeah. And then I came back with no anxiety. And I don't know, it hasn't come back since. And I was like just very confused. Yeah. That's good. I just like dove into school.
Yeah.
Like forced myself to go out even though I had anxiety. Mm-hmm. Drinking relieved my pain. I know I shouldn't say that.
It's the truth. Like, honestly, don't shame yourself for, like, going out and drinking a bit. Like, if you're feeling anxious, like, don't take it overboard. Know your limits and, like, be responsible.
Yeah.
But, like, there's no shame in having fun and, like, even it being a way that you are getting through it. I had a journal. I write a lot. That's my thing. I would recommend it for anyone who, like, likes to do that.
Don't stop the hobbies you did in, like, high school.
Wait. I cannot stress this enough. I was a theater kid in high school. I love to act. I love to sing, all of that. And when I got to college, I was just like, oh, I can't do those things anymore. And the happiest I was in my 4 years at Tulane was a play I did my junior year. And then that catapulted into me, like, doing short films and, like, just doing all these creative things. That's the stuff that's going to make you feel grounded. And, like, if you're feeling super far from home, it will make you feel like you have a piece of home with you. And then when you do those things, you're meeting people who also like to do those things.
Yeah.
So now you're just like naturally meeting like-minded people, you know?
I also think that it's really important to do some sort of working out because it's a natural stress reliever. Like, go pick up the gym. I know people don't like to, but find someone else.
She's right.
I didn't start working out till sophomore year, and then it's like I became a less angry person, a less sad person, a less like everything just was elevated. Find someone else that works out too and go work out with them. And there's 100% someone in your dorm or someone you've met that goes to the gym, and that would be like, come along. And even if they don't like working out with another person, be like, oh, I won't bother you too much. I can just like do whatever you do.
Something that would have helped me with my transition earlier was to get out of my college bubble. Your college has its things, the frats, the bars near it. If you live in a city especially, I'm sorry to you guys who live in like driving towns, like you probably can't relate to this. But if you are going to school in a city, go out into the city and find the things that you like to do back home in your city. Get out of your campus bubble because you're gonna start to feel like your college is the only thing that exists where you go to school. And trust me, it is not.
But I also think it's good to just fully immerse yourself in the college life. Because you only 4 years.
100%. I agree. But I also think that like there's a healthy balance. And if you're feeling suffocated by it and if you're feeling anxious by it, that's my advice. Like learn about the other things that go on there.
Definitely join an organization. That is so important. You'll 100% feel way better once you join an organization. I started with 3. And I was forcing myself to do a business one because I thought that's what everybody should do, but I hated it. So you know what? If you don't want to do it, just don't do it.
Don't force things.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If you feel like you're forcing it, you're forcing it.
Have different friend groups and be okay with like spending time with both of them. Were you homesick?
Yeah.
Like nobody admits it.
I think my first year I went back home like 7 times.
I think I wouldn't have characterized it back then as like homesick. I would have characterized as like missing familiarity.
Yes.
But it's the same thing and like people don't admit it. Like I didn't find out like one of my best friends was struggling all of freshman year until like the end of college.
Yeah.
Like people don't talk about it.
Do not listen to social media. Oh my gosh. If you're looking at your people from homes like experience through social media, through Instagram and Snapchat and thinking they're having fun, trust me. Oh my God, my Instagram looked like I was having a blast. I was miserable for certain parts of it. My final thoughts are just like, give yourself a lot of grace. Like, I think that a lot of times especially with transitions in life, we like set these standards for how we're supposed to feel. Like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be so happy. I'm supposed to be having a great time. Like, some days are going to be great. Some days are going to be bad. Give yourself grace, like to pivot and move and like change and like figure it out. Be kind to yourself and just try to like stay true to who you are in like everything you do and every space you enter because it's genuinely how you're going to have the best time in college.
True.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you guys for watching our first podcast episode. We'll be dropping one every week.
Yeah.
And they're going to get juicier. They're going to get better.
This is just the start.
We've got a lot to say.
We are the college podcast.